What you're about to watch is a video that I sent to someone who asked for it. They said, hey, I have not sold on Gumroad for a year. I've put up a Gumroad page. Now, I think Gumroad is a great place to put up a sales page, a landing page, if you're selling spreadsheets. And if you're considering spreadsheets, take my course, Selling Spreadsheets. I'll put a link down below. What is a good sales page? What products you might be considering, depending on your expertise. Let's just get into it. So Saleh reached out to me on Twitter and asked if I'd take a quick look and let them know what I think about the product. So I'm talking to you, Saleh, and I'm also talking to anyone who's watching this video because I'm going to try to put this video out for everyone to get some information. So what I do is I sell Google Sheets. That's my thing. Saleh's doing something else, but I also have a course on selling spreadsheets, which goes into how to set up a Gumroad page or set up on other marketplaces, which I'll get into about this. So the question is, Saleh is a 16-year-old creator. They've built a digital store on Gumroad. They have over 20 digital products, and they've been promoting the store for a full year, but they haven't had any sales so far. So that's some very key information. Been working on this for a year, creating digital products, and have 0 sales. So from that information, I'm going to have some very interesting suggestions. They're going to be, I guess, over 3 categories. 1, store ideas about this particular digital store and on Gumroad. 2, individual product ideas. And then I'm going to offer you other things or other ideas, which may be that Gumroad may not be the best place to sell these things and may not be the best marketplace. Let's get into this. I see right away it says, welcome to my store. This is a very basic bio. If somebody comes to this page, they don't necessarily know what this means or what it is. There's a lot of different stuff too. There's a 10-day travel route to Egypt. There's photo references. There's AI created, I'm guessing, artwork, Future Skylines collection, dream desks. These are all AI created, I'm guessing, but then there's some photos, actual photos, and there's office backgrounds, and then there's also business tracker, task tracker, content planner, there's advanced project management templates, and also famous dishes. So I'm wondering if this is a recipe book or if it's just photos of dishes, but it looks like it's AI. So the first thing I notice about AI things and AI photos is that I don't necessarily trust that it's going to be anything other than AI. This store, edit this, so go to your settings, go to your profile, and edit your profile, and say what it is. So who do you sell to? I would take away a few things, like maybe you don't have to show everything. You can have things for sale. Sorry, there's a mosquito. You can have things for sale, but you don't have to show them on your store. So like this Egypt travel guide is something that doesn't look like it fits with everything else, unless it was very cohesive. Hey, here's 300 real photos for stock photos taken in Egypt about X in Egypt or Y in Egypt. You can have 300 stock photos of Egyptian tourists, Egyptian natives, Egyptian waterways. You can have that, and then this Egypt travel guide would make sense, right? Hey, I've explored all of Egypt, and I've done these treks and these hikes, and I've done these touristic things, and here's all the photos of them that you can buy. But also, I have a travel guide. If you're interested in going there, like, this is my own, and I would make it super personal. I wouldn't call it Egypt travel guide. I would say it's Saleh's guide to Egyptian off the beaten track, or what, like something very specific. 10-day travel route for who? So like, I would really figure out who do you want to sell to, who's going to buy these things, and that will inform you of a lot of these decisions. If it's all Egypt, and here's 30 future skylines of Egypt, right? Futuristic dream desks in Egypt, do that. Or it's photo references, or it's our office backgrounds. Like, pick one of these things and make it everything and tie everything into it. I wouldn't have everything on this particular page. And I would figure out whoever it is that you're trying to sell to, what is an immediate win for them? If they got this thing, no matter what price, if it was $1, if it was $100, if it was free, if they got one thing from you that you uniquely have created, what is that? And create it, and then make that the one thing that you absolutely blast. Don't blast the whole store, blast this one thing, and talk endlessly about this one thing. It's like, this one planner did X, Y, or Z for me, or this tracker does X, Y, and Z, or these office backgrounds are used in this way or that way. And I noticed, so that's a store idea, is edit this a bit, but let's talk about some of the individual items here, because like this is called special offer, and I didn't realize what it was until I actually clicked into it, is it's a bundle of everything you've had for sale, essentially, which is cool, but say that. Say it's a special, instead of a special offer, say it is a bundle of, but it's like a lot of different things. So I would figure out, who am I selling to? Is it a office backgrounds bundle? And I would create more than one bundle for different people. Then inside of these, I also noticed that it is just the thing. So like this Future Skylines collection, 5 Ultra HD, this is also a dragon, so I don't know if that's actually a Future Skyline. Edit the image, not just of the thing, but also include, so I think you have, this is 2 things, right? You can show multiple things. Here. So you can have multiple cover images instead of just the thing. Show it used. How are people using this? Are they going to use it in a website? Are they going to use it in a presentation? Show it in a presentation. Show it in a website. Show it as a hero picture of a fake website, or show it as a book cover. Design this into a nice book cover and then show it as a book cover. And then the second thing about each individual item is you have these paragraphs, which inside the paragraph is very interesting information and useful information, but it's in a paragraph form. Put it out like this, like bullet these things, and really get to the idea of why are people buying it, why should people buy it. So this is a weird thing too, is you need to both get people here with Google, right? People have to search for the thing. So you need to have exactly the words that people are searching for, not necessarily the words of the thing. But this Future Skylines collection should be like AI created Future Skylines for book covers, something like that. And then don't sell it for $1. I would say have at least 2 prices, even possibly $0 and $200, for example. $0, free to download, free to use personally in mock-ups and this or that. But for commercial use, $200. That's typically like how stock photos are sold, which I'll get into later about the whole idea of putting it on Gumroad. I don't think stock photos are actually sold that well on Gumroad. You should probably put it on like an actual site that does stock photography or art selling, and sell it on a place where people are looking to use art or images for commercial use. AI created stuff is, you have to really package it very well. And the other thing you might want to do is, instead of just selling the image itself, go and create like an HTML web page and then sell that as a template with this images included. Think of literally the use. Is it for, or a book cover template? So get a Photoshop template mock-up. I think there's some actual free ones. Put this in it, mock up a book cover, put that in there, but then sell a book cover template of this, right? So make it a little bit more useful and a little bit more click, download, use right away for X, Y, or Z, whatever that is. And then talk about it here in a real words. So this is step into a world beyond imagination with the Future Skylines collection. Now tell me, what is this solving? What problem is this solving? Is it being used for book covers? Is it being used for headers? Is it being used for social media use? Tell me all the uses of this, a few uses of this. Tell me why you might have created it. Hey, I was searching for, and you would execute these keywords. So I was searching for Future Skylines of Egypt, Future Skylines of Detroit, Future Skylines of London. And I wanted something with dragons, and I couldn't find it. I've Googled so many times for Future Skylines of science fiction dragons and London, and I could not find it. So I created it. Here it is. There's a 5 Ultra HD. images that I created can be used for here. Don't think of like personal use. Think of like commercial uses, like book covers, websites, blogs, fictional novel, like serials that are released online. Yeah, you even have it here, perfect for designers, writers, and creators, but show me. In addition to telling me, show me. I don't know why this makes a gift. And don't just sell screen backgrounds and stuff. So, give me a real reason to use this. And what that does is gets you away from a few dollars to like, you can literally give this away for free if you yourself own the rights to it, and then sell it for like $100 or $200 for commercial use. Because if it really solves that problem, people will buy it because they're like, oh, you could even discuss it in your text here. Hey, here's the reason why I made this. I ended up making this over the course of 3 weeks. I used 100 different prompts. I ended up spending X amount of money on ChatGPT. Like I spent maybe say 3 months and $60 on ChatGPT just for this one image. So I wanted the absolutely perfect image that does X, Y, or Z, and I made it. And you're talking about how like the cost to you, and that's the cost to them. And the person reading this is going to be like, yeah, could I just make this with AI myself? I can just go to ChatGPT and type in a few prompts. What you could do as well is think about selling the whole package. Like, here's the prompt that I ended up using that got me the best quality thing. So I'm going to sell you the prompt. I'm going to sell you, that took me 3 months of working on it. That took me $60 of ChatGPT. I'm going to sell you the image that it is and all of the images that came with this, and you can use these for your own personal use, but $200 for commercial use, and package it up. Also, here's a mock-up for a book cover. Here's a Photoshop file for a book cover. Here's a HTML mock-up for a hero page. Sell all of those, right? And it's like a big, good product. Like someone will buy that, click $50 for this stuff. Oh my God, I don't want to take 3 months to do this. Oh, I don't want to spend $60 on ChatGPT and 3 months of my time. This guy already did this, and that's it. That's an easily clickable, awesome product, right? And takes a bit of effort to create, right? You have to go and mock up the HTML. You got to go and get a Photoshop mock-up that you can sell yourself, find a free one, and maybe edit it a bit here or there. Include the images in that mock-up right away, in that Photoshop file right away. Put it on some slides. Consider what kind of business proposals or business settings would this be right for. If this isn't, Future Skylines isn't, then pick another product that is. Or create another product. Create a brand new product. Dream Desks, right? Supercars. Don't sell a supercar. Sell what sells next to a supercar, like prime sports drinks. So mock up a presentation about our sports drinks, and here's the supercar images for that, right? So think about each of those products. Think about your store as a whole cohesive store that's selling to a particular type of person. Sell to that person. Here's the things they want. In each of these products, create a really nice digital product that you can sell for dozens and dozens of dollars, or even hundreds of dollars for like commercial use of images or commercial use of mock-ups or whatever. Even these pictures of a car could be way more pricey if it's like, why do people buy this image? What are they going to be using it for? And put it in there for them. Create, instead of just pictures, be like, here's already edited high-resolution photos for Instagram, or low resolution, for LinkedIn, for Twitter, for Facebook ads. Think of why would someone use this as a Facebook ad, and then create 10 mock-ups of Facebook ads for them, and then include those mock-ups, right? And I would be like, oh my God, perfect. And the third thing, and the final thing I will talk about, is that I do not think that Gumroad Marketplace sells photography very well. I looked at the stock photos section here. Featured products includes stock and options trading masterclass. So I don't think this is correct. Obviously, that's not correct. Most of this is. But you can look at these. They only have one review, even these featured ones. It just doesn't seem like this is the best place to sell stock. I would say go sell that on a marketplace that actually sells art, that you can keyword it. Add a ton of keywords to each, but use it in actual text here. So instead of like paragraphs, be like, this is ideal if you're trying to do this. Pack it with like tons of actual words. Don't just say royalty free with a hyphen. Have royalty free with royalty free with no hyphen doesn't exist here. Keywords like that, repeat. In H1, repeat as a title. Say royalty free and then talk about how it's royalty free. It's royalty free to download, to use for personal use. And then have a upgrade here. Somewhere along, I forgot how to do this, but you can sell this for 2 prices or more. $50 for commercial use, or $200 for commercial use, or $50 for commercial use within the next year. $200 for lifetime commercial use, done. But talk about that in the royalty-free section. Use that word organically here so many times. Royalty-free skyline stock photos. I couldn't find royalty-free stock photos of skylines in the future, so here I made them myself. Use that phrase multiple times here. Keywords, use multiple times. But stock photography and art selling marketplaces are going to optimize for that kind of thing. You're going to be able to add tags. People will be filtering for these kinds of things. Oh, they want things with dragons or without dragons. They want things that have sci-fi elements, science fiction. People will be searching for those and be able to filter those on other sites. So there's other sites you can sell on, like Etsy. I'm trying to think of other ones. If you have a very good product that's for small businesses, let's say, for example, this how to start your online business. If this was not just like a guide, but an actual, here are the templates, here is the slides, here are the HTML landing pages, here are the more like things to use, then try selling on like AppSumo Marketplace. AppSumo Marketplace sells to owner-operators of businesses. That's where I sell my stuff mostly. I think I make less than like $100 on Gumroad every month because it's just not found very much. The one thing that I do sell well is Only Sheets, and this is the website that, so I created a website that it links to Gumroad, so you can buy this on Gumroad. But like this website gets traffic because I've optimized it for the things people want. They want to sell spreadsheets, they want to monetize their expertise. Here's all the things. It's not only for Google Sheets. Paywall your sheets. This is what people are searching for. Paywall sheets, paywall spreadsheets, paywall Google Sheets, pay Google Sheets, sell spreadsheets. Yeah, and so this website, it was made by Card, C-A-R-R-D, but it's on my website, so yeah, and people buy it. People go then to Gumroad to buy it. But the Gumroad page probably is a lot less. Yeah, this is it. Share your sheets without, this is just what people are searching for, without having to set your permission level. That's what people want to do. They want to protect their sheets, and they sell their sheets. Works with, there you go. And I have more information there, right? So I don't really use the Gumroad page to sell much. It's just like a payment gateway. So that's also another thing that I would recommend. If Gumroad is not working out, make a web page that Google will look very highly upon and will end up getting you lots of traffic for the thing that you want to be traffic for, that people want to find you. Hopefully that's helpful in those 3 ways. That 1, curate your store a little bit more, make each product really awesome, and possibly sell beyond Gumroad. You probably don't want to rely on Gumroad traffic and Gumroad Discover traffic. It might, as I said, it's probably getting me about less than $100 a month. So I don't think it's going to do very well for most people. You're watching Better Sheets here on YouTube. Make sure you check out this video or this video and subscribe right now to get more tips, tricks, how-tos. Get more out of your Google Sheets than you ever have before. I'm excited to be making a ton more videos here. Ask me questions down in the comments and I will answer them in future videos. But for right now, right here, one of these videos is going to be your next Google Sheet.